definitely what I'm sick of is just being another cute girl on somebody's Instagram screen. I've recently not been accepting a lot of requests for my Instagram, and I used to, but I stopped because I don't want to be another cute girl on your Instagram screen. Like, that's basically it. Like, that's the moral of the story. That's what guys can get, girls cannot. And I'm tired of it. Let's have a conversation. I'm Nia. This is Dia Talk with Nia. If my voice sounds a little weird, it's because my nose is a little stuffy, it's congested, sinus issues. You know, being a flight attendant, it's not that easy, but we're doing it. Need to have some water. It's just very interesting to me that I'm at the point where I think the reason why I'm arguing more with men is because it's very easy for me to make people look stupid. It's not fun. I even want to make a TikTok about that. It's just easy for me to make people look stupid. Like, we know what game you on. We know what you're trying to play. I feel like, and I said this to a dude, the DMs is a no accountability zone. A man does not have to take accountability for anything that happens in the DMs at all. I'm being straight up with you. We see it with celebrities all the time. They don't have to take accountability. They don't have to apologize for anything, and it almost as if it never happened in their head, right? That's what I can't stand about the DMs, and I'm tired of them. I feel like the internet should be a way of communication for people to connect, people to, you don't want to give somebody your number, like, cool, but it leaves men making zero, and let me say niggas, zero to no effort. And they think that just a heart eye to a story, a reply, like, let's even talk about that. I've said this before, but for real, men still do it. A heart eye to my story, a heart eye to anything just doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And let me not say not matter as much. I would say it doesn't matter as much, but when it comes to, say, somebody putting a heart eye on your actual photo you posted, that does have more significance than someone giving you a heart eye in your DMs. Because when someone gives you heart eyes, whatever, all this lame shit in your DMs, don't nobody see it, right? They don't have to be accountable for that bullshit, right? But when they post it on your photo, it's a whole nother realm of, I would say, they're trying, but this is the only box that they're trying in, which is your post. So it's still not good, but I will say it's different than hard eyeing you in your DMs or whatever. That's trash. It really is trash. Like, I don't know what it feels like to have a partner during this, I guess, social media era or whatever. I mean, I did. This was like a decade ago. I told you I was living in Italy, all that. I had a boyfriend. But that was it. And when that person didn't treat me right, I booked it, right? So ever since then, I really haven't had a too serious relationship. I had one other boyfriend, but that was quick. I don't really count it as much. But yes, we did call each other boyfriend, girlfriend, this and that, whatever. But still, it still didn't feel real. It didn't feel genuine. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Even when you're thinking about dating, like, genuineness. I really don't want anyone commenting on my photos or my posts. Meanwhile, they haven't even said happy fucking birthday. They haven't even said, how you doing today? You good? How's your health? None of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's what really made me change my perspective on how I date and who I date. I talk about dating a lot because it's something that's very dynamic and complex for Black women. It's not easy as just go out there or go with a group of friends or this and that. There's a lot of shit we gotta watch out for. Racism, colorism, niggas that think they don't need to buy anything or do anything, thinking that just because they go to the gym that they some hot shit and they don't have to do anything because other races will treat them okay, right? They will treat them better even though they don't do nothing. They're like, well, they go to the gym. No, no. I have such a high standard and I'm not giving up on that. And I'm still young. Like, I think we need to realize that I be beating myself up sometimes when I'm just like, oh my God, there's like millions of people that can find somebody, but I can't find somebody. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just not settling. And you don't really know what the situation is. You really don't. I do think media pushes to people to be in a relationship because when you're in a relationship, essentially capitalists are making more money. You're going to do more things, right? You're going to do a couple things. You're going to spend more money. You're going to want to show appreciation for each other, which you should, but that does still put money into other people's pockets. So that's something I thought about too. But yeah, no, it's trash. I've definitely, like, the fact that I had, like, probably, I would say maybe, I'm gonna say 50. It wasn't a lot, but over the past month, maybe 50 requests, and I declined all of them. And one of them was my ex, and one of them was somebody that tried to talk to me, didn't work out. this and that. Like, it's just crazy how people come back. That doesn't make me feel good. It's more so like, you didn't treat me first. You didn't treat me right the first time, and you still gonna come back. Ew, that's gross. I'm not really cool with that. But yeah, DMs suck. I'm tired of people in my DMs. If you come to my DMs, at least come with some substance. Come with a Cash App, a Venmo. Come with something. You know what I'm talking about? And yes, that's money, but at the end of the day, it's more about the fact that niggas don't do nothing but send heart eyes. Nothing but heart eyes. Like, what the fuck? Who cares? Like, I am over the love bombing generation. Like, it just doesn't work on me. It doesn't phase me. What does phase me when it's just like, wow, like, you remembered what we talked about a week ago. You remember what my ambitions are and my goals, and you brought it up to me, said how I'm doing, how you working on that, how's your mental. Even that, a dude that will come to you talking about how's your mental health, you good, what's going on, what can I do, what do you need, I may not have this, but I have this, I can help you with that, which you know what I'm talking about. Even that, all y'all see is titties and ass in a photo, and y'all assume people are happy. Like, no, the fuck, like, bro, get it together. I feel like men show up when their toxic masculinity shows up, where to be a man, to be masculine, is just having tits and ass in your fucking hands. Excuse my language, you guys, but I'm just being serious. For real. Cut the bullshit. Like, we're so tired of that. That is not masculinity at all. Not caring about a woman's feelings, like, that's another part of toxic masculinity. Not thinking that they need to be emotionally available. Things like that. It's like, you know, for me, it's interesting because I'm like, y'all men, do y'all not think about other men do the same shit as you? Like, they do the same thing as you, and you think that somebody's going to jump. I am a nice person. I will say that. I'm a nice person. You write a sweet little paragraph or something and I see it, I say thank you, da-da-da. Cool. But when that only comes from you seeing a photo that gets your hoo-ha up, when that only comes from you seeing me in a video, when that only comes from you seeing me physically, it's a chop. It's a no. Like, I am not into people that are only talking to people for attraction. They end up being pieces of crap. I've done it before. Like, they are pieces of and I'm not saying don't talk to nobody you're attracted to, but I'm talking about, you gotta sift through that. What's that shit in the sand? You know, you get that sand thing and you shift it through stuff. You have to shift through it. You can see what you like, but dig it up and shift through it. Shift through people. Get down to, like, the nitty gritty. Because it saves you so much energy in the long run. It does. But yeah, DMs suck. Don't let nobody DM you with some hard eyes thinking that they actually do something. No, tell them this ain't shit. This ain't shit. Take a flight. Buy a flight. Do something. Get in your car. Say what's up. Like, do something. The annoying part of online dating, or just getting to know people online, or getting a connect, is that no effort is done once that online is conquered. You know? No effort is done. And there's some chill dudes, like, that I've talked to, and they'll be like, oh, well, you didn't message me back, or you didn't do this and that. And it's like, why? Like, hard eyes? Like, come on. What else is there? How about, like, what's your ambitions? What's your goals? You know, ask deeper questions, better questions, you know? How do you feel about the world right now? And I know a lot of people can say, well, most people are shallow, Nia. Yeah, but not the person for me. Not the person for me, and not the person for you either. Don't accept the little bullcrap, because they can do that for anybody else. I'm telling you, a phone is so powerful and easily to use. Everybody can click, do this, like that. I remember how it used to feel. I remember when I was first getting into the dating thing, and a guy would like my story, and I would feel good and stuff like that. I'd be like, wow, like, he really likes me. And especially a guy that you do like, right? We all know that. Let's talk about that. The feeling you get when a guy that you do like and you find attractive like your story, versus a guy that you don't like or find attractive and likes your story. Even if you like that guy's personality, if you're not attracted to him, that spark isn't there, him hearting your story doesn't feel great. It doesn't. But from that asshole that was liking your story, you know your heart was pumping a little bit, like, yeah, he want this, but he don't deserve it. So what does that matter? I know I used to be that girl. That's why I'm like, listen to what I'm saying. Like, I'm not somebody out here that's just like, oh, you're doing this wrong, this, that. No, I'm just saying how I feel, things I've experienced, and things you may have experienced too. Whether you're a man or a woman, you've definitely experienced it. But that's it for this video. I'm gonna make a quick funny video in a second.